Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Everybody, Cappy here. We're gonna go try the Grand Canyon today, day after we do Zion National Park, because we don't want to rest on vacation or anything, do we? Well, we have a follow-up question from a young man. I'm gonna abbreviate it because there's a fair amount of fat to this email. Are my relationship choices going to fuck up my life? Regardless of if I stay with my current woman, I don't want to get married until I'm around 30, and I don't want to have a kid until I have plenty of money, debt-free, with enough time to really raise my kid. However, in the meantime, my girlfriend is only 23, we've been dating for 2 years, and we have our issues like everyone else. But she is cool, and I genuinely enjoy hanging out with her. She's like the best friend that I'm really attracted to. Sex is great, she just needs to mature as far as finances and shit go. No, dude. They don't mature. Someone's bailing her out. The government, her dad, you. 23 years old. You know what? When I was 23 years old, I didn't have college debt because I fucking worked it off. And I paid for everything. I had my shit together financially because I had to. So this is a financial child. And I know tuition is higher nowadays. I understand that. But no, that's a huge red flag right there. I don't believe in the whole Hollywood love bit. In my young dumb opinion, it's just two people trying to justify marriage through some social media replication of bad movies, blah, blah, blah. Some of my concerns is from the older generation. I hear half of these older men talking about how they wish they would have been smart and stuck with their first one, blah, blah. They were young and they thought they needed to see what was out there. They got with a worse bitch who ruined their life, or she changed after marriage or whatever, and the other half are single and happily divorced. I can only count a small few that have happily married, and from what I see with them, it's a pseudo-happiness. Alright, I'll be honest with you, I think there's only three couples I should say, that I know to be truly, genuinely happy. Everybody else I know is divorced, or they're married and they either hate their spouse or they're kind of meh. And there's a bit of blame on both, and I think it's because people let themselves go, especially the women, but men too. I've seen men just like put on the pounds. But yeah, that's the thing, and that's the problem is you're trained by society and Hollywood to find your soulmate, and that just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. It's an anomaly. It's less than 1% where you find this like one person that you can't be without. And so you're typically led to believe or to have a higher expectation of women, as women do men. And I fell prey to that. Like I had the one, what you're similarly talking to. There's this girl who would have made a great wife, but I met her when I was 17 and she was 15. And and you're so told, like, college, you gotta go out, there's plenty of girls, I'm just saying, if you find a girl that shows the fuck up on time, there's no drama, there's no bullshit, there's no dramatics, you're already in the top 5%. Alright? They're out there, but they're very rare. But it's, yeah, would you like to have what I can't name names, but yeah, there was Jerry, there's Wayne, and the third one escapes me now. Like, they were just happier than shit to be in love with each other. You try and aim for that, you're going to pass up on some really quality girls. That's if you want to get married. But then again, I don't have the answer. I'm telling you that. I'm just saying, I'm explaining the statistical realities of what's out there. And what's out there is shit. And if you're one of the lucky few to find this, like, oh my God, it doesn't matter what age it is, grab that fucking girl and run. Don't be stupid about it either, as we're going to find out here. Anyway, outside of my... new computer here. Anyway, outside my general fear of commitment, these are the things I present to you. Are they red flags? or just something I'll have to deal with no matter what girl I choose to commit myself to. 1, her family is horrible. Parents are divorced and remarried. Father is a piece of shit that is constantly stirring up drama. Mother plays along with it and is constantly off and on with a deadbeat husband-boyfriend thing and just financially screwed. She used to give in to their bullshit and lend them money, etc. Since being with me, she has seen through some of their habits and gotten better about it. I worry, from what I learned from my observation of others, that she will revert to her old ways later in marriage or after we have kids and want her family to be a bigger part of our life than I would prefer. 2 outstanding points. 1, you don't just marry the girl, you marry the family. Now, there are ways to cut that off. When I've dated girls in the past, I made it very clear, if there's any family members that I don't like, I'm not hanging out with them. And the other thing is, don't try to make the family happy. It's your romantic relationship, not theirs, and they have no say in it. And usually, girls respond to that like, "Wow, you're so strong, and you're gonna tell my parents off." It's like, yeah, I will tell your parents off because they have nothing to do with this. If parents are assholes, a lot of times they're not. But very good observation. Yeah, that is a huge red flag. That is a huge fucking red flag because yes, your suspicions are likely going to be true. She is going to have a propensity or predisposition to revert back to this drama and bullshit. There's no way to guarantee it. I hate to give this girl an unfair shake. She could be that 1 in 100 that actually learned from their family and grew up right, but typically not a 23-year-old girl. She's still developing mentally. Her brain hasn't fully matured. It's not until they're 25, or everybody's 25. Is it fully developed? And this has obviously had some hardwiring effects while she was being brought up. And I'm terribly sorry. It's already a disadvantage coming from a shitty family, but sometimes that results in shitty kids. I'm terribly sorry. It's true. So if I had to play statistics, I would get rid of her just on this one thing alone. But that's all right. We got a couple other items here. 2, she cheated on me once in the beginning, and like a coward, I didn't leave. I stayed and in turn cheated on her multiple times to compensate. Fuck the beginning, I already know. Realized I had a decent thing and that she had honestly not fucked around since. I stopped being a bastard and did things right. Since my clarity, we have been fine in that department. However, my doubts will always remain for yeah, okay, dude, no, get rid of her. And you sent me a picture. Yeah, she's better looking than you. You're a good looking dude, but she's really good looking, and she will fuck other men. She's just probably being a bit more couth. And again, do I have proof 100%? No, I don't. All I'm saying, statistically likely, 23 years old. And here's the other thing. She is getting bombarded with media that's like, you gotta go out and party, you gotta go live your life. Oh my God, what are you doing wasting your time with this one guy when there's so much cock running around? No, it's over. It's done. There's always the debate, if a guy cheats because men are programmed that way, but if a girl cheats, I'm not gonna, not marriage material. She is far too loyal and obedient. I don't trust it. Haha, sounds crazy, but sometimes I can be a real asshole. I don't sugarcoat our situations, and I can be way too upfront about us. No, that's pretty good. If there's one thing that would save it, it's that you're being dominant, you're being alpha, you're not tolerating her crap. She probably is used to every guy throwing themselves at her because she's a hottie, but you're like, fuck you. So that is a function of you being a strong, I wouldn't say male role model, or just holding to your guns, sticking to principles. So I wouldn't stop that. I don't think that's a red flag. Your other 2, fuck yes, those are red flags. Like when the cheating situation or our issues with family in the past have pretty much given up and said, hey, move on, there's nothing for us here, it's all too fucked, usually in very bitter tone. And she never gave up. That's perfect. Like Leica says, there's the door. Look, you got too much shit going on here. There's too much debate and drama and arguing. I know you're younger and you think like this is normal, like your first couple of relationships lie to you about what's normal. And not only what's normal, but lie to you about what you deserve or what quote, would be optimal or should be. No, this is fucked up, man. No way. I hate, you know what, and you're always going to take that risk. This could be the love of your life. This could be. But with this track record and you guys are arguing and you telling her there's the door, I have found way easier. I have found way better and way easier than this. I'm not arguing with a girl. I'm just not. Girl gives me shit, there's the fucking door. You ever give me any more shit ever again, it's done, it's over. You don't go out with people to argue. You go out with people to make your life better than when you were single. And if the person in your life does not make it better and does not make it easier, I mean, they're trained to extract resources from you for survival purposes. And I'm not talking like money and divorce and all, although that is a manifestation of it. They are trained to take your resources and support kids with that. They are dependent upon you. And so they will, if they're smart and they truly love you, they'll support you in your endeavors. And they'll back you up and maybe treat you nice when you come back from a hard day's worth of work. And they will provide you sex, and they will stay in shape. But a lot of women, especially in today's brainwashing and upbringing, are trained in like, you deserve this and you go girl. It is taught to be antagonistic. You don't help each other out, you fight. You have stand. You must do it, and he better do X, Y, Z, girlfriend. Or you. They're programmed to be antagonistic, and that just drains a guy, and that makes your life worse than when you were single. So I would use that as kind of a general rule, and take the sex out of it. Okay, you can get a prostitute anytime, all right? Although there's risk involved in that too. Does she make my life easier? Is my life better with her? And if she says, or if the answer is no, because there's arguing and drama and bullshit and chaos, out, gone, done, get rid of her. But this is not marriage material. This is just not. She comes from bad stock, hate to say it, she's cheated on you, and you guys are arguing. No fucking way. I wouldn't tolerate it. And I tolerated this once because I didn't know anybody. Again, you didn't know. You think that this was normal. I tolerated this once in a woman. I never tolerated it again. So, anyway, hope that helps. And if you guys, there's no, I'm on vacation, so if you have a request, I'm getting to them. I have 2 or 3 days planned where I'm not going to be hiking like a madman. And Utah doesn't have a lot of internet, if you didn't know. Not a ton of it out here. So, anyway, best of luck to you guys. Toodles.